Hi there, this is James Fire and Rescue, private fire service based in West Wales, covering the whole of the UK. We cover events and commercial sites. This is one of our vehicles. It's actually an EV, an electric vehicle. It's a rapid intervention unit. These vehicles are ideal for events to have it as the initial response vehicle. Obviously they're zero emission and they're quiet, which suits some events or film studios. It has an onboard water tank. It also carries fire extinguishers, standpipe key and bar, Combi Cutters spreaders, some smaller 1-inch lay flat hoses, which I'll go a bit more into in a minute. It's got a 6-bar pump, so she will, providing you've got a hydrant or open water, she'll handle 45 and 70s quite easily. She's got some other equipment on her as well, just basic tools, crowbar, thermal imaging camera, basic things like brushes and shovels, and various other little bits of equipment, including traffic cones, just to protect the scene. Whilst it is a matte vehicle, there is actually no blue lights on top. They're actually mounted on the front, and as you can see, we have stealth plate, number plate mounts. So that's the front of the vehicle, and you've got them mounted on the side. It's also got lights in the front screen, again mounted on the number plate, and there's a couple of surface mounted hideaways. I'll just give you a little bit more insight. Now, obviously, there's only so much space you have in these. This is actually a long wheelbase version, but so first of all, as you can see, you've got an all fire extinguisher. So this is safe on lithium batteries, etc. as well. And it's all types of fire extinguisher, which is very handy because there's only so many extinguishers. We normally carry 2 on here. I'm just in the process of having one serviced at the moment. But there's the water tank, which in this case is an IBC water tank, a small one, a 300 litre, which we've strapped down with 4 strong ratchet straps. The reason for that is, being it's an electric vehicle, we don't want to be drilling the floor for obvious reasons. And the van can be used for other things if required. So if we have a specialist need for, or a specialist use for it, we can remove all this fairly quickly. But as you can see, you've got the standpipe there. You've got the brush. I'll just come round. Again, you've got the lights there. Got some lights mounted on the bottom bumper, rear ends, and also in the tail lights there. This is the pump. This is a 6-bar pump. You'll notice it's actually attached to a frame, along with, usually you'd see these hose reels on buildings, but they work rather well with this pump. But you get a fairly decent distance with them, and they're ideal for grass fires or bin fires where you want to use a little bit less water. Here you've got a small water pump. This can actually be used for firefighting if necessary. It gives off approximately 4 bar. But its primary use is for us to be able to fill from open water. That's the suction pipe. It's actually got something called a stores coupling on this, so we can carry the smaller hoses. As you can see, these are actually 1-inch hoses, fire hoses. They do work rather well. We have got one with an adapter, so we can fill from a standpipe. As you can see at the tank there, we have an instantaneous coupling. This is the branch. The reason we carry 1-inch hoses usually is down to, obviously, because we've got a restricted amount of water in this vehicle. It's necessary for us to carry these hoses, really, because as anybody who's involved in firefighting will know, using a 45 or 70, if you've only got 300 litres water available, by the time you actually fill the hose with water, you've lost a good portion already, especially with a 70mm. The only time we'd use a 45 or 70 is if we've got a hydrant or open water where we've got a constant water supply, whereas we can constantly fill the tank. But please remember that obviously this is a rapid intervention vehicle, so this would attend This would only ever be on an event on its own if it was a very, very small event that required very basic firefighting. Otherwise, it would be used in conjunction with other larger vehicles, where this would be the initial vehicle to attend the scene, to start fighting the fire and getting the public back, protecting the scene, etc. And then other larger vehicles would back it up. But yeah, as you can see, so you've got the hose reel. As I said, this is the hard suction for the little pump. You've got your standpipe there. You've got your 1-inch hoses there. It's just a crowbar, basic equipment. We've got an adapter here. So this is an instantaneous coupling, obviously on one side, and a 1-inch on the other. Stores so that we can connect the smaller hoses if required. Things like this little bottle here, we haven't just thrown some rubbish in. What that's for is these little pumps, when you're drawing from open water, need to be primed by filling the tank here. So we use the bottles just so we can actually do that. With this pump, it automatically primes, because as soon as I turn the tap on the IBC, it'll fill this pump. So it's a pressure fed, so it doesn't need that. Just go around to the side of the vehicle now. So we just keep the some tools here and the hydrant key. So we just got some bolt cutters, another crowbar, a hammer. As you can see, there's wheel chocks. Just basic equipment. As I've stated previously on the video, this is just an intervention vehicle. It has got a thermal imaging camera above the cab in the front. And it does carry some other tools that are out of sight as well. But yeah, this is our rapid intervention vehicle. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please get in touch with any questions. If you require fire cover for your event or commercial site, please get in touch. Thank you.